I was shocked when I first walked into a Walmart after 2 years and the prices that I saw. I have been living in Spain for the past 2 years, and I came back to the US for the summer, hopefully, and then hopefully go back. But I cannot believe the costs of things here and just kind of the culture shock of coming back after being gone for so long. So let's run through some of the main points. The first thing is definitely that everything is a lot bigger, such as cars, furniture, even stuff you buy at the store. I mean, of course, going to Costco or something is going to be a lot bulkier of stuff that doesn't really exist too much in Spain. There are 2 Costcos in Spain, but they're not very common. So just kind of seeing how big everything is, especially for me, like the beds, a full-size bed in Europe is smaller than a full-size bed here in Europe. So that was kind of a nice thing, but definitely even just the size of the cars and how big the roads are and how far everything is was definitely a really big difference. The next thing would be the healthcare costs. In Spain, private health insurance, which qualifies for a visa, it also included dental, was only $90 a month. And you didn't have to pay anything. There was no co-pays. You don't pay for teeth cleanings. That one you pretty much didn't pay for anything. So that was really nice. Looking up private health insurance here, minimum for a high deductible health plan, which is the cheapest one, you're going to be paying $500, $600, $700 a month. And then you still have to do co-pays and deductibles and everything. So the cost of all that is definitely really shocking. I'm not going to sign up for that health insurance. I'm keeping my one in Spain for a while. It does cover $10,000 outside, which if anyone knows in the US is nothing. But it's still something. And if I really needed some stuff done, it's cheaper to just fly back, get work done there, and then fly back here. So that's kind of something that is going on. The biggest thing too for me though is seeing the cost of things in stores, whether it's just regular products such as just cleaning supplies or toilet paper, laundry detergent, kind of things you buy monthly or weekly or however much you go through, and food. Huge difference, for the cleaning and basic stuff. It's just, and even just like not even brand name. That's why I went to Walmart, because their stuff there is normally a little cheaper than, let's say, if you go to Target or CVS or Walgreens or any of those types of places, or even kind of just the regular grocery store. Walmart is kind of known to be, cheaper and a little more affordable, which is why I went there. I knew stuff costs more, but seeing it in person, I mean, my jaw was literally on the floor. For example, I buy just the CeraVe face lotion. It's supposed to be, kind of more drugstore on the cheaper side of things versus some other high-end brands. And here it was $19 plus tax, because everything here you have to add tax, which is crazy. $19 plus tax for the exact same thing I bought in Spain. It was $5.99. No, like that's just $5.99. That's it. So like seeing basic stuff like that, like generic Walmart brand hair conditioner or even deodorant costing almost $10. Oh my gosh, like at grocery stores in Spain, it's 89 cents. Like deodorant should not be costing $10. That is just crazy. But everything, like literally when I was going through Walmart, my jaw was on the floor for how much things cost. Like no wonder no one in the US can afford anything, because that is just crazy for basic things that we use. Even cleaning supplies, like a 6-pack of toilet paper, it's like $8. In Spain, it's like $2.35, $2.45. Those types of things should not be costing that. It's crazy. Even another big difference thing too that I noticed at the grocery store was the cost of a bottle of soda. A bottle of soda in Spain at the regular chain grocery stores where it's cheapest might be like 80 cents or so for the name brand, not the off-brand. The off-brand's only about 30 cents or so. But here at the regular grocery stores, a bottle of soda was $3.69 for soda. I mean, I'm not going to be drinking it here, but like seeing prices and things like that, it's just shocking. Or even at the grocery store, we went to buy peppers for a salad, and it was 2 for $3 for peppers, a red pepper. Like just basic things. I could get 4 or 5 red peppers for $1 in Spain at the regular grocery store. seeing stuff like that, my jaw was just on the floor. I'd bought 4 beauty products and it was almost like $60 versus when I went back for a couple days in Spain, I stocked up on a lot of my main things at the main grocery store in Rossmann I also really like, which is a German chain store. And I got 23 products for $52. So it's just, the shock of that, my jaw was on the floor. Body wash being $6, $7, face wash $12, $13. Like, these are just cheaper brands, not even the nicer brands of things. So it's just, that really shocked me. The cost of basic stuff, cleaning stuff, and food. A bag of chips now is like $5.69 for chips. I won't be buying any more chips while I'm here because that is just ridiculous. Most bags of chips in Spain are under €1 at the regular grocery store. Under $1. That's what it should be. They're like half empty. You share them with a few people, they're gone. Like, that should not be $5. Even the cost of coffee, so like going to Starbucks, you're easily gonna spend, if you do some type of latte or iced espresso, around $5. And then just the cost of like a lot of cafes and bakeries here now, like different croissants or kind of baked morning goods, they're like $8, $9, $10 for a croissant. I mean, it's just, I can't imagine. Even cheaper like fast food places such as McDonald's or Taco Bell, still getting a meal or things, it's like $8, $9. And we have those same exact stores in Spain, and there it's half or less, depending on what you get. So those were really big culture shocks coming back. I knew the social aspect was going to be different. So especially in Spain and a lot of Europe, a lot of events that are put on are free, such as public meetups or networking to go and meet other people. Most of the time, if you're just meeting at a bar or a place, it's free. Sometimes it will cost something, sometimes it'll be between 5 and 10 euros, but you'll get 1 or 2 drinks from it. Well, here, looking up events, because I was like, just seeing what's going on, maybe just something to do. I don't really have an interest in making too many friends necessarily, because I don't plan on staying here. But I was like, okay, I'll go and look into it. Oh my gosh, events here like $25, $30, $40, $50, and they don't include any drinks. Sometimes they'll have some snacks there, but like you're just paying to go to the event. Even free public walking meetups. So you're going to a public free place to go. You have to pay for a ticket to get the location on where they're going to meet. That just blows my mind. Like, how can you make people pay? And I was kind of thinking about it, and I think that really kind of goes to show the American mindset of kind of money is everything. Yes, especially sometimes when these events get really big, it takes time and effort to put them together, to set it up, to post, whatever. But everything is just so money focused. People don't just want to go out and meet other people and enjoy a lot of these free things. They want everything to cost money. And especially, I'm sure, it differs depending on where you live. Now here it's getting really hot, so everything has to be super early in the morning or late in the evening. But there's so many like meeting up for walks or dog walks or meeting up for bike rides or going hiking, different things like that that are free, or even just meeting at a coffee shop and you just pay for, whatever coffee or things you want to do. Everything just isn't money focused and caring about that. So I think that kind of really has put another positive for me in the Europe column of, like people always say, you come to America to make money and then you leave America to enjoy it. It's pretty true, because people just here care about money and status and your job and even just being social. Like a lot of social events here, everything's on the weekend. Nothing is during the week. I do think part of it, I said in a previous video, was people are just so overworked here that they don't have the time or energy after work to go and do things. I think that is a big part of it. But also they don't put a priority on social things. They just, work and I'll just do it on the weekend and that's it. But most of the people, if you watch like the blue zones where people live past 100, or people who live longer and have happier lives, they're seeing people most days of the week and interacting and socializing. Like, that's just how humans are. Most of us, not all, we like to have someone to talk to, even if it's just for an hour, just to like go talk with somebody, your friends at lunch, or meet up afterwards for dinner, or just to go for a walk. Or even a lot of my friends in Europe, like we meet up and go to the grocery store together, like kind of just doing basic things, or walking the dogs, or we go and watch the sunsets a lot because there's nice spots where you can go and do that. And here people just don't put a priority on social interactions, which I kind of knew. That was a big part of why I left originally, and I did notice it got a lot worse during COVID for sure. But that's definitely been a big difference. People here are just kind of more homebodies, and that's just kind of what they've been taught and what they've been told. And people here just don't put priority on it, and that's just kind of how it is. So if you're someone who really likes to be social and see other people and talk and meet other people, definitely Europe. I'm sure there's other places that are good too, but just my experience in Europe, it's definitely more of a place like that for social aspects, if that's something you kind of wanted to do as well. And then lastly is just the time and convenience of everything. People here just have no patience for anything. You go to a restaurant or cafe, if someone doesn't come up to you within a minute or two, other people start complaining. Like, where's our server? Where's our status? We want this. Why isn't my coffee ready fast enough? I ordered it on the app. It was supposed to be done. Everything here is just fast, fast, fast. And just to get in and out and be done. And there's just no time. People don't want to waste a couple of minutes or wait for anything, which I think kind of also goes to the American and Amazon and stuff. Everything has to be now, 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 and fast. And you can't wait or just do anything else. And most of the time there's no rush. Like, you go in, like, you can spend a couple minutes if someone's making your coffee or making your food, and not everything has to be so rushed and fast paced and doing a lot. And then I think that also goes to a lot of American people too, where if you're not doing enough, you feel guilty. And it shouldn't be like that. Like, just because maybe you have a couple hours a day, go do a hobby you like to do, whether it's reading or some type of exercise or with your pets, or some type of craft art thing, like whatever you want to do. You shouldn't feel guilty for, oh, I have this job and doing this community service thing and this and this. Like, if you say, oh, I had a day off, people here look at you like, what were you doing? Like, how do you have time off? Like, that just doesn't make sense to us. So these are just some really big culture shocks I've noticed after being gone for a while. I had kind of seen these before I left, but coming back and actually having to be in it, and the cost of everything. I mean, everyone knows gas is really expensive right now, so I can't really go anywhere and do too much because I don't have money to pay for gas, and nothing close enough is really to walk or bike or too much. And it's too hot to go out a lot of time during the day now. So it's just very different. It's really been a culture shock, and I'm just kind of counting down the days until I can go back and go back to kind of what fits me better. I think what a lot of people have trouble with too is figuring out not being pressured to do things just because someone says it, but finding what really works for you. If you really want to work a lot and not take time off, then that's okay. If you kind of want to have a slower life and just work to live and enjoy other time with family and friends, like, that's okay too. It's just kind of finding what works best for you and what you'll think will be the healthiest lifestyle for yourself. But hopefully this kind of covered some main points on some big differences if you're considering moving to Europe versus here, or if you're also experiencing the same type of shocks going from one place to the other or back. It kind of goes through my experience and things like that. I'm kind of doing a whole series of different videos relating to myself and work and the dogs and kind of career transitioning as well, and figuring that out along the way. So we'll see how all this goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and subscribe to see the new upcoming ones I'll have coming out.